go in horizontal where the right's in front, left's in back. 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll do 10 of these. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and smile and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. Left arm in front, right arm in back, and 5, 6, 7, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Starting here in underhand. And what'll happen is you'll go from the front, you'll be in your T stance, so your left foot is forward, your right foot is back, so your right foot would be pointing to your right, your left foot is pointing in this straight ahead direction where the poi is, so toward the poi in front of you. Your underhand, you'll come up over the top, pivot, and step, and end up in overhand, still in the front position. So your left hand is continually in the front position. And you go from the front and overhand swing across the bottom to underhand here, and then you switch your feet, and then pivot and step and come over the top to the front, pivot, step, come across the bottom to the front, pivot and step over the top, pivot, step, across the bottom, and the top, and the bottom, and from hold it here from the bottom, 5, 6, 7, 8, go twice around, so we'll go over, then under, back to where we started, 5, 6, 7, 8, over the top, step, under the bottom, 5, 6, 7, 8, over the top, across the bottom. Left poi in front of you, your left foot is forward, and we're gonna come over the top to the front, then step, and 5, 6, 7, 8, across the bottom to the front, step, 5, 6, 7, 8, over the top to the front, and step, 5, 6, 7, 8, across the bottom to the front, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now twice, over the top, step, across the bottom, step, you're in underhand, 5, 6, 7, 8, over the top, and step, across the bottom, and step, 5, 6, 7, 8, over the top, step, across the bottom, step, 5, 6, 7, 8, over the top, step, across the bottom, step, 5, 6, 7, 8, over the top, across the bottom, and then go one more time to overhand. Now hold it here in overhand, and we'll do the same thing. 5, 6, 7, 8, across the bottom, step, over the top, step, 5, 6, 7, 8, across the bottom, and step, over the top, and step, 5, 6, 7, 8, across the bottom, step, over the top, step, 5, 6, 7, 8, across the bottom, step, over the top, and down. As a review, we'll just remind ourselves what the feet are doing. You're in this T stance. Your weight is going to stay mostly on your right foot. And when I'm calling out step, you're really pushing off and then getting back to the position where your left is in front and your right is in back. The footwork remains the same for both hands. So you pivot and paddle step, pivot and paddle step, pivot and paddle step, pivot and paddle step. And then when you're doing this, as a reminder, the objective is to try and stay mostly over the same point rather than doing it like this, where you're taking these big steps. We're trying to be like this. Starting here in the right hand, overhand. You're in the back position, your left foot is forward. And now what's gonna happen is you're gonna turn by bringing it up and over, come out and underhand behind you, and step, so your left foot is forward again. And then you're going to pivot and turn and step, bring it across the bottom to the back position where you started. Then 5, 6, 7, over the top to the back position and step, 5, 6, 7, 8, across the bottom to the back position, and 5, 6, 7, and up and over to the back position, you're in underhand, 5, 6, 7, 8, across the bottom to the back position, you're in overhand, 5, 6, 7, 8, over the top to the back position, you're in underhand, 5, 6, 7, 8, across the bottom to the back position, you're in overhand, 5, 6, 7, 8, across the top to the back position, you're in overhand, 5, 6, 7, 8 across the bottom to the back position, 5, 6, 7, 8 across the top to the back position. You're in underhand. Now, let's try 2 in a row. So we'll do a 360. We'll go 5, 6, 7, 8 across the bottom to overhand, across the top to underhand. 5, 6, 7, 8 across the bottom to overhand, across the top to underhand. 5, 6, 7, 8 across the bottom to overhand, across the top to underhand. 5, 6, 7, 8 across the bottom to overhand, across the top to underhand. 5, 6, 7, 8 across the bottom to overhand, across the top to underhand. Now go one more turn. Now you're in overhand. It's in the back. Let's start from here. We'll do the 360 from here. So 2 positions, 5, 6, 7, 8 across the top, then across the bottom, back to here to overhand. 5, 6, 7, 8, and pivot over the top, across the bottom, in overhand. 5, 6, 7, 8 across the top to underhand, across the bottom to overhand. 5, 6, 7, 8 across the top to underhand, across the bottom to overhand. 5, 6, 7, 8 across the top and across the bottom and down. Left hand's in front, right hand's in back, right hand is in back. Right's gonna go across the bottom, left across the top. 5, 6, 7, and pivot and turn. Left will be in front, right will be in back. And then the left will go across the bottom, right will go across the top. 5, 6, 7, and whoosh. 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 5, 6, 7, right bottom, left top, whoosh. 5, 6, 7, right top, left bottom, whoosh. And 5, 6, 7, right bottom, left top, and 5, 6, 7, right top, left bottom, and 5, 6, 7, right bottom, left top, and we'll go twice. 5, 6, 7, and whoosh, and whoosh. 5, 6, 7, and right top, left bottom, left top, and 5, 6, 7, and 2 of them right up. Now right down, and 5, 6, 7, and right up, right down, and let's bring them both down. Like if your poi do this, and then this, and then and you can't maintain the split time. What you really want to do is you want to practice the split time, and you want to practice the split time in both positions, in both directions. Okay, so you want to be able to hold all of these versions of it. So that's 4 different things: underhand with the left in front, underhand with the right in front, overhand with the left in front, and overhand with the right in front. And you, in theory, want to at least get to a place where you can do, say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if you're clear with your split time and you can hold those positions, and it's not just a timing issue, it's a issue with your deltoids, and it's an issue with your core strength to be able to hold yourself up here and feel confident and strong in this position as you're turning. If you feel confident with that, then you can start practicing what we did first: 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 position, step, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 position, step, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 position, step. And then you can start doing 2 positions: 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you can just try and go for it, where you're just going an infinite number of turns, and there's so much ease, and it feels good and easy to do.